with Port Adelaide breathing down their neck. The game is underway. Hudson against Noble, and it's Thompson taking it away for the Crows, and Henschel. And this would be a flyer for Adelaide if he could nail it. The ticket from just a tick outside 50. Kellaway's opponent on the mark. Trent Henschel sets it in flight. Did it? Yes, it did. Great start to Adelaide. A very lively start. Covers a lot of ground to mark this just forward of the wing.
Trent Henschel, an unlucky man who has a birthday on Christmas Day. Always unfortunate, that. As McLeod chips it out wide to Hart. He's got plenty of room to move. Runs to 55. McGregor, is that a mark? It is. Got first hands onto it, and then it started over a couple of players' heads. He had another grab at it, and the umpire has awarded the mark.
Yeah, terrific mark by McGregor. But the player that actually set that up, Rob, was McLeod. He was left free. The one player you don't want to be standing by himself is Andrew McLeod.
Yeah, and when McLeod got it, Steve, you're exactly right. He got it across to Ben Hart. So the two defenders playing on the last line of defence chanced their eye, ran to the midfield, and they switched at the Crows from one wing to the opposite wing to set up this forward thrust.
7 goals, 3 for set shots this year from McGregor, and they can make it 8 goals for you, right through the middle.
There will be now. It's a free kick Richmond's way. Last man down was Shirley. Coughlin whips it away to Hyde, playing without the helmet. Simmons, good grab for the Tigers. So 3 big marks at either end of the ground. And now a golden opportunity for Richmond.
That'll be the plan of the Tigers all night, to have a couple of big fellas down there in the goal square, be it Richo and Simmons or Richo and Stafford, and with Cracker and Pettifer and Delidio getting underneath them. It's good old-fashioned footy. You can see Cracker positioning himself to get under that spill, but Simmons, good strong mark.
6-10 from set shots for the year. He's a bit wobbly, but he nails that. The Tigers have their first.
But Richmond were forced to go short. They need to get some run from behind, carry the ball, and then thump it inside their forward 50 to their tall.
Newman, it's a good kick into space. It's a beauty to do Richo, and he'll line up 40 metres out.
And what they call the fat side of the ground, so Richo knew he could lead into space if the Tigers won the clearance.
And right through the middle, the Tigers get their second. Scores level at the Dome. Almost.
Finds Kellaway at half-back.
We've done really well here. The Crows are holding them up, forcing them to kick the ball short.
And that's a mark to Bigland.
Poor kick. Just turn the ball over.
Their skill last week let them down. And they haven't improved much in this first quarter of round 13. Inside 50, go the Crows, and it's a mark to Jason Tawney.
Well, Jason Tawney
been free all night.
He has quarters, and Jason Tawney has been the main.
He's kicked 15 goals, 10 this season. Having a very good year, averaging 19 kicks a game. And he has slotted it home. Third goal for the Crows.
Wintergaster there, worked his way to the front.
There was a Gasper of old. Confident, assertive defence as he's kicked off the carry. No, it hasn't.
You know what happens when you get the guy around?
Exactly. McGregor to Henschel. Now Adelaide have got the stutters. Matner, McGregor, going round in circles. That's more positive than Welsh is on the end of it. And Tim, they rub it in. And even more so if Scott Welsh can kick this. For a 17-point break. And he makes no mistake.
Campbell playing game number 288 as he goes to half forward and finds Cracker.
Got a great block by his skipper there. Johnson.
Richardson provides the lead, but he goes shorter to Coughlin. He can run on here and have a kick at goal. He does, and he slots it home. Getting it up there to stay in the hunt. Good one for Adelaide and Risciuto, the midfield machine, and they come out with a free kick. Goodwin's ball. Just Adelaide's second free kick of the night. The Tigers have had 7. Here's Hart running away from Pettifer and setting himself up for a careful placement to Perry. Beautifully done.
And Rob, how was
the equation? Forgot them and just went to that full forward line where he had Welsh and Perry waiting.
The bloke in the ocean is about to plunge further underwater again as Perry puts it through. Absolutely, and there are about 35,000 of them, or maybe not that many. It's a moderate crowd, it has to be said. Stafford against Hudson, now Shirley. And that's a good creative ball for Thompson, and that's a very good centering ball, hoping for Perry.
Scoring shots to 4. The indications at the moment are that this is going to get ugly.
Perry squeezes it home for his second. Adelaide lead by 23. Who's holding the ball?
And that just destroys the confidence of the younger Richmond players when they see a veteran get run down like that, and then no one stands the mark, so he's able to run.
And now Mattler's going to split them open. Here's a lovely siding left foot kick, and he sides that onto Scott Welsh's sternum.
And it goes right back to Steve Silvani's point about carrying the ball over and getting over a line. Now Mattler wins the free kick. He's got it on the defensive side of the circle. He's able to run and carry that ball 25 metres, so they eliminate the half forward line and they hit the full forward on the lead.
Welsh for his second. And Adelaide go further ahead. It is turning ugly.
Have a look who's in at the centre circle for the Crows. They've got players like Thompson and Shirley and Edwards. And it just means that Risciuto...
Stafford, he's out of the circle. He's out of the circle.
Risciuto and Goodwin are playing across half forward.
Yeah, that's interesting because Stafford started that ruck contest out of the circle and has been penalised and brushed past the umpire. Hit the opening goal of the match in the opening seconds. Line up from about 53 metres out. Interesting approach towards goal, but it doesn't matter when you kick like that. He slotted it home for another one. McLeod to do the kicking in. Goes up the middle and finds Shirley. Now Bock. So a good hard running again from the Crows defence. They're killing it at the moment as they go inside 50. And strong hands by Perry. Again, brilliant football, Adelaide.
Well, you called it. It's the hard running. They got the first kick off, Rob, but then they had a player running from behind, and that's something that Richmond have failed to do. Adelaide have always given the ball to a moving player going to their direction. Good hard running. They got the ball up quickly to Perry.
That was Ben Rutten on that occasion.
And Ian Perry, this will be his third goal of the quarter, and I think it's time to move Mark Graham and get Callaway onto it.
So Perry slots it home. The assist came from Rutten, goes further ahead.
Receiving end from Burton, I guess just added emphasis to the incident, given the horrible incident he was involved in 6 or 8 weeks ago. Another Adelaide takeaway. Mattler to Shirley. This is a beautiful move. Now Riley. Oh, great team-oriented thinking. Welsh was on the lead. He might have put Terry Wallace was finding out about life at Putt Road in recent weeks. Perry and Welsh have kicked 5 between them for the quarter. Welsh makes it 6. And the margin is 46.
Just taking him in the head.
Lanes to take it. Closer to goal than in the previous quarter. Low ball and Cracker. Put the ball low on stiff arms. Now here's Cracker though. Point blank range. Tigers pull one back. Goal square.
Right on.
Against the Perry. And the Tigers on a surprise rebound here are a chance. A real chance now as Simmons can line them up. I think forwards can complain too much these days, but they don't get any protection. Simmons, 1 from 2 set shots tonight. Gets his second goal.
Playing as a forward pocket.
Jackson switches. Stafford to Bowden. Good kick finds Deledio. It's just his 5th touch. Goes the low option. Richardson's got to beat 3.
Oh, yes.
Magnificent mark by Big Richo.
Well, if Richo kicks it, it's the last 3 goals of the game for the Tigers.
Well, Rob, I reckon we're seeing more urgency by the Tigers, as you said. They're trying to get the ball on a lot quicker when they've taken marks. They've got some run from behind. But a great kick and a great effort by Richardson just to fend off.
A must-kick goal for the Tigers. And he's got it.
Stops the cue with Nathan Bassett.
Nevertheless, they still have a handy buffer. Thompson kicks it to the hot spot. McGregor, clever tap, beautifully done to Skipworth, who wobbles it towards goal and nails it. Well, that will hurt the Tigers' cause, and very cleverly done by McGregor.
Oh, the big body, wasn't it? Just went into the contest. Held Gaffer out. The hit out was an absolute beauty. Lucky bounce there, but the ball rolls through. Well done. Great palm out.
Get Goodwin on. Get Shirley on. Get Henschel on. Get anyone on.
Yeah, mate.
So here's a chance for the Crows now. Skipworth's the loose man. He has 2 bounces. Make it 3. To Edwards. And he goes short. Beautiful pass. And this really will take some wind out of it. Scott Welsh has kicked 3 goals, 1 tonight, directly in front. Stabs at the ball, but it's a beautiful kick. Right through the middle. Goal number 4.
By the Crows, and that's why Richmond are just fiddling with the footy.
They're almost defending when they've got the ball. Bowden eventually kicks long. Big spoil from Rutten. McGregor, Adelaide back in numbers. Shirley, Rasciuto. It's an open 50. There's nothing to go to. He does wonderfully well as he delivers to Welsh. He was his one possible target.
Yeah, it was a great kick, great poise. He just knew there was nothing ahead. Just propped for a couple of steps, and the kick was spot on.
He almost forced him there, didn't he? Yep. By the kick dictated where it should go.
Morrison really needed to be standing on his toes, but he just gave him some leeway.
Just a great camera shot there too. You could just see he had no one to go to. This is an interesting one. Andrew Cracker on the bench. He's only had 4 disposals, and he's a forward pocket specialist. And unless he can start to get kicks in the midfield, his options are limited.
Scott Welsh has only had 5 kicks before this. Now he's had 6. And he has kicked 5 goals, 1.
Here come Adelaide again. Hudson scrubs one to the 50. Morrison against McGregor. Beautiful pick up by Edwards. Couldn't quite find a target in Shirley. Rains. Now he's cocked it up. He's been penalised. Advantage paid. Edwards. Superb pass.
She's a good player, Tyson Edwards.
Underrated.
Loves the body on body stuff. Keeps presenting.
This for goal number 4 for Ian Perry. Well, it's game over now.
To the kept Adelaide steady. And this man, Brett Burton, well, what can you say?
Electric.
Edwards off good hands.
Good overhead mark for a small man, isn't it? But gee, they square it into that centre corridor, Steve, time and time again.
Prosciutto now.
Go a big torpedo.
Such a great band of midfielders. And
Too
here's
easy.
Walsh again. And he'll line up for number 6.
The amazing thing about
Maybe
that
the coach thinks Stafford should have been in that hole.
Straight in front is Welsh. Very kickable shot. He's got the kicking boots on and he drives it home for his 6th.
Big enough for Richmond.
And certainly for Matthew Richardson. He hasn't trained all week. He's had that knee drained over the last month. I watched him train a couple of weeks ago and he was just hobbling on the track.
Bowden kicking long. Thompson and Goodwin and Adelaide with all the answers, and now they're really starting to attack. McLeod has a man loose. It's Saru. Did he go for home? Well, he did. It didn't never look as though it was going to carry all the way, but he likes it. It's over for the Adelaide fans, and the margin has blown out to 65 points. Adelaide will be ensconced in the top 4. Richmond will possibly slip to 8 on the table on the strength of this loss, and notably we'll have Port Adelaide breathing down the next, just half a game behind, and also Brisbane with a big game against Geelong coming tomorrow, but starting to rise.
And that passage of play, Goodwin to McLeod.
Crows waste no time. It's all out attack now. Thompson to Henschel. That's a risky kick, and Mark Graham might make them pay. He will to Richardson. Nothing McLeod can do, and Richo has a rare moment of glory.
He's played on McGregor for a good part of the game, but I reckon he's held up pretty well because it's been Perry and Welsh who picked most of the goals for the Crows.
Jackson, look out. Managed to shrug the Burton tackle. Now switches to Kellaway. He goes towards Richardson. He takes the mark. And full credit to Matthew.
He's got plenty of heart as Richo, and he's taking his place on the field. How would they be without him?
And he comes for goal number 4.
Immediately swept away by the Crows defenders. We get non-stop action. Great innovation and improvement in our game.
Prosciutto pops it back inside 50. Welsh wrestles. He's taken the mark anyway, has he?
Yes, he has.
That is an excellent mark. Under a lot of duress, and he's got the free kick.
Well, he did it well, Steve. If you watch it, he protects the ball. He gets his opponent out of the way, so it was always going to drop to his side, his favour. Very difficult as a defender to get a fist in there.
His record is 8 goals in a game. If he gets this, he's got 7. Now, Sauce, when you played at full back, who kicked the most goals on you?
I think I know the answer to that one.
And you stayed there. Come on.
Welsh has got 7.
Rob.
Come on, who was it?
And I had the senior coach in Robert Walls come down to me and say, I'm just going to leave you there.
And what was the match tally at the end?
11.
Hey, who ended up full back of the century?
Exactly.
Burton to Perry, couldn't hang on.
Tough love.
Edwards, Skipworth, Prosciutto, Biglands, and the Crows team. Now Matner is a long left foot kick. The fumble made it difficult, but it didn't prevent him from kicking another. He did that pretty well in the end. And the Crows are massacring the Tigers. They lead by 64 points. Plus, I've just got one more question. Where did Wolsey play you in the 86 grand final?
You're thinking back bad memories.
Yeah, you are a stirrer, T-Lane.
What happened that day?
We just had
We'll just go to a commercial break now, I think.
He left you out, didn't he?
I think he did.
Quite an achievement, both.
They play with aggression and they can kick a long ball. And you know, to have tall wingmen like that, great asset to any team.
Out the way, Adelaide.
Gee, the free kicks have certainly swung around in this second half.
20-14 is the latest. Crows are edging back.
Perry will be lining up for goal number 5. He's missed a couple of opportunities. He's got 4 goals, 3 so far in this game.
Brett Burton taken off. He's exhausted.
As Perry kicked his fifth. Not this time. Back of the pack is Bassett. To Tawney. Now Bott. Yep. And Welsh has got it. And he's within range. Lining up for goal number 8.
And quarters, you'd think Adelaide would be a happy place tonight after Port Adelaide, and Adelaide 2 wins on the weekend.
Well, they'll enjoy the week off.
The extra week to celebrate.
So Scott Welsh for his 8th for the match and his 4th for the quarter. Oh, it's a thumping kick. That's magnificent. It's home. So Stafford's got the football. So Delidio's just sitting there in the pocket. And he'll run on here and should kick a goal, and he does. Just squeezes it home.
Competition. And yet, on 2 of the last 3 Saturday nights, we've covered their matches. And they've kicked 24 goals against Essendon, and now 20 against the Tigers. And there might be 1 or 2 more left yet. Biglands has got it. It's been good when he's been given the opportunity. Gives to Tawney. Is Welsh a chance? Time's gone. The Crows score a big win. And their season continues to grow. But for the Tigers, the rot has set in.
Boosting win for the Adelaide Crows, home by 70 points against the Tigers, who I guess cannot wait for this week off because